Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Indian Meditation Center. We have come here to Osho's Vijnana Bhairava meditation number 19. Touching eyeballs. Touching eyeballs as a feather. You just touch the eyeballs in between your palm. Touching the eyeballs as a feather. Very light touch. It shouldn't be hard. So touching eyeballs as a feather lightens between them. Lightness between them. So there will be a lightness between them. So by touching the two eyeballs with the center of the palm very lightly, lightness between them, between these two eyes there will be a light, and it goes to here, the third eye, opens into the heart, it comes to the heart, and there permeates the cosmos. So all the breath which you give, leave out, and the breath you take in, it is like cosmos leaving the breath and cosmos coming in. So this sutra, meditation number 90, says, take your palm and in between the palms lightly touch the eyeballs. As you touch the eyeballs, you feel as a light coming towards your forehead in between your two eyes. From there you find lightness coming to the heart, and when you feel that, then what happens? You feel the entire cosmos is inside you. The entire cosmos is breathing. So this is a very simple technique and very easy to very simple and easy to do this meditation. For everybody it will be very helpful. So whenever you are bored, whenever you are tired, this particular meditation technique will refresh you. Whenever you feel so tired, it will revitalize you. And whenever you feel so bored up, it brings life to you. So this particular sutra says, eyes is the most powerful sense organ. With the sense organ, 80% of all your energy goes out, and you get connected to the world. 80% of connection in the world is through the eyes. Through the eyes you see, and through the eyes you understand. Through the eyes you have a connection with the world. So 80% of energy goes out from your eyes. So first you have to understand what this eyes is all about. You cannot create a false eyes, because eyes is so nature. It is a nature and it doesn't cheat. That's the reason nobody can create a false eyes. Only for the person who have extraordinary energy, they can manipulate, but ordinarily, an ordinary man, human being, cannot falsify his eyes. That is the reason whenever they see your eyes, they can understand what type of person you are, whether you are hiding something or whether you are telling the truth. So looking at the eyes for more than 30 minutes, it is considered to be a disrespectful one. You can watch a stranger's eyes for 30 seconds, not more than that. And you should avoid looking at the stranger's eyes for more than 30 seconds. If you look at it, then what does it mean? It means that you are penetrating and going inside them and you are offending them. So you should avoid looking at the eyes for more than 30 seconds. Suppose if you are 100 feet difference is there between you and that person, you can look at him more than 30 seconds. Even 5 minutes you can look at them, it doesn't bother. But when you come within the 2 feet, you should look at them within the maximum limit is just 30 seconds. These eyes, as you deeply look at the eyes, what happens? Whenever you get tired, the eyes is the part of the body, the sense organ, which it feels very tired. Then the other parts of the body gets tired. So during the time of sleep, what happens? A sort of energy is revitalized. A new energy is coming. For ordinary men, when you go to sleep, you don't know what's happening. Usually what happens, the energy inside you, it circulates and it gives more energy, and you feel your heart beat slows down and you feel revitalized, and next morning you find so energetic. So sleep is a natural process which gives more energy to the entire body. So here, in the morning he wakes up, he finds so tremendously good. But this particular sutra which says, touching eyeballs as a feather and lightness between them opens into heart, and you feel there the cosmos is penetrated, and you feel yourself, the entire cosmotic energy comes into you. As I have told you about the eyes, see, the eyes has the power to pass certain amount of energy. A subtle violence also is there. That is why, see, if the superior is there, a dominating person is there, maybe a chief minister, maybe a prime minister, maybe an officer, maybe a businessman. So he will be looking straight forward, and the person whoever working under him, junior, he doesn't look at his eyes, he puts his eyes down. So here the superior and inferior, whenever you can, if you want to see the functioning of the eyes, you can see the superior always looks up, straight forward, and the junior, he just puts his eyes down. The dominating person looks up and the dominated person looks his eyes down. This is what happens with the animals also. When two animals come, they will be looking at each other's eyes. Whichever animal looks down, and that animal gets defeated. That's all. Game is over. Two animals are there. The first they will look at the eyes very ferociously. A certain amount of energy is passing, and whichever the animal puts its eyes down, then it is considered that the animal which puts its eyes down is lost. Even children play the games of watching eye to eye, and they say whoever puts the eyes down, then they have lost. Whoever puts the eyes down, then they get fidgeted and they are lost. So here, eyes needs energy. Eyes is, it takes energy, it gives energy. Usually in a natural surroundings, when natural milieu is there, eyes are fed. Greeneries are there, trees, wherever you see trees and plants, in hill station, in village, the eyes are properly fed. The energy is got to the eyes. But in a city, what happened? There is nothing to festive about, for the eyes to get energy. So for the eyes to get energy, you need to go to a hill station where if you find a lot of trees and plants. That is the reason in the house they have trees, they plant more plants. When you have plants, it is the food for your eyes, feed for your eyes, the eyes get energized. So this particular technology, this particular meditation teaches you and tells you certain ways where your eyes can be more energized. You can become more, revitalized. You won't get bored up when you are watching television, when you are reading book, when you look at when, for example, a cinema actor or a drama artist, when he is acting in the stage, there are thousands of people are sitting there. Each one is looking at him. So somewhere or other, energy is coming to all the thousands of eyes are there watching. Energy is passing to him. So in the stage, he becomes he gets a bit of trembling. Even for the experienced actors and actresses, when they come to the stage, even politicians, when they come to the stage, there are thousands and thousands of people watching them. So they become bit nervous. So the eyes carry certain amount of energy. That energy sometimes makes you to feel nervous. So first we should understand the eyes carry the energy. The eyes is the connection to the world. See, in blind man, a man who cannot see, what happens? That 80% of the energy which he is spending out, for us we spend the energy 80% out. But for a blind man, that 80% of energy goes inside. That's the reason you can find a blind man's face so calm and quiet. Not with the case of a deaf man. A deaf man, what happens? You see his face is restless. But a blind man's face is always calm and quiet. Why this so? Because the energy which we let it out, 80% of energy, that energy is stored up inside him. That is that's the reason why we call the blind man as Pragna-shaksha. That is, in Tamil they say Jnanakan, in Hindi they say Pragna-shaksha, third eye. He has that. So the man, a blind man, if he knows how to make use of that 80% energy, naturally that energy is inside him, it is not let out, it is like a reservoir, but we are spending our energy out. So what does he do? If we teach him, he can pass the energy to his third eye and it can drop into the heart and he will be more energized. So that is the reason the blind man, who always has a connection with the cosmos, but is not open, his eyes are not open, but he has a connection and he is more aware of all those what's happening around him. But this is not the case with a deaf man. So people with eyes, what do? They pass on their energy, and this energy, through this eye energy, they get contacted to the world. But if he knows how to re-energize this eye energy, then he feels like the whole cosmos can get inside him. There are different type of eyes, people generally say compassionate eyes, lovely eyes, romantic eyes, then sad eyes. So by looking at the eyes, they are able to say in what mood you are. Hitler's eyes is different, Jesus' eyes is different, Buddha's eyes is different. So each one carries a certain amount of energy in their eyes. So maybe in future, through the eyes and through the energy of the eyes, you can find out what this energy and what type of person he or she is. Hitler's eyes is like a, like a sword, like to want to fight. He is ready to fight. But Buddha's eyes, it is inviting eyes. Mother Teresa's eyes, you can find a compassionate eyes. So the amount of energy coming in from the eyes, it says, and it will show what type of person he or she is. So the eyes in the entire part of the body, it is the connection to the world, it is the connection to the universe, it is the connection to the cosmos. That particular amount of energy which is flowing out, you can increase the energy. This is what Lord Shiva says to Parvati, touching the eyeballs as a feather. You take the hands and in the palm, you just touch it lightly, very lightly. As you keep on touching the eyeballs very lightly, what happens? It should not be tight, very lightly. If you touch it tightly, what happens? It will oppose your touch. It should be very light touch. You shouldn't press it. As you keep on touching for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, what happens? There will be a subtle energy coming out and it goes into the third eye. Then slowly it drops, drop by drop, dip by dip to the heart. Your heart feels energetic. Slowly you feel the entire cosmos is inside the heart. Entire universe is inside the heart. And you feel as if the cosmos is breathing out and the cosmos is letting the air in. Your exhalation and inhalation, it is purely cosmetic. I mean cosmos oriented. It is all the entire universe is living the breath and taking the breath inside. You become so large, so big, so energized. So the 8 hours of sleep through which you get energy, that simply you can do it by 5 minutes, within minutes, slowly by touching the eyeballs, light touch Through that, the energy is transformed to your third eye and slowly it drops drop by drop. As you keep on practicing, it will flow like a stream to your heart. Still, more you get experience, it will be flowing like a flood. So, the entire heart, the place you feel so energized, so vitalized. So, you feel entire cosmos is with you. So, this technique which Shiva says to Parvati, the entire cosmos is penetrating inside you through the eyes. So, as you practice, you will experience this sutra.